important is music in your life? How can you put a value on it? One thing we can agree on, music makes all our lives better. The lives of adults, and especially the lives of children. This is a story about music and children. A story of caring, far-sighted people working together to improve the quality of life. A story made possible by the Community Foundation of St. Clair County and the people it serves. Hope Telfer is a student like the ones in your neighborhood, the ones at your elementary school. She started the school year, just like her fellow students, looking forward to learning new things, making new friends and having fun. One thing she hadn't considered was the chance to learn more about music. That chance came when the Community Foundation of St. Clair County saw a need and turned it into an opportunity for Hope and for many other school students just like her. The story began when the International Symphony realized a need for future musicians and for more music in our schools. The Community Foundation of St. Clair County is in the business of fulfilling needs, the business of making dreams come true. When the Symphony presented the need, the foundation arranged the funding, and area school districts presented the opportunity.
Edna, what is your position with International Symphony?
I'm a past member of the board. I used to play cello in the symphony, and I've been very involved in developing the string program.
You recognized a need for this some time ago, didn't you?
Yes, when we came to Port Huron in 1951, it was brought to our attention that they used to have a wonderful string program before World War II. They wanted to start another one, and with one thing and another, we hadn't been able to do it until now, so I'm very pleased.
Can you explain how that came about?
Well, you know, we've been talking about it, and Charles and Margaret Anderson, when they left a large sum of money, much of which went to the Community Foundation Endowment Fund. And there was an agency fund left, which allowed us to have some rather large projects. And I suggested, why not have a string project? Bring in a teacher for 3 years, subsidize her pay to get started, and go from there. And that's, after much talk and work and planning, that's what happened.
And you brought Dr. Brown in how long ago?
She came the 2nd or 3rd of July, this last summer.
Dr. Rebecca Brown was hired to teach the classes. Twice each week for 6 weeks, Dr. Brown conducts classes, teaches fundamentals of violin, holding the bow and instrument, notes and scales, and most importantly, she teaches a love of music.
It's been my privilege over the past year to have watched the rapid development of what we, who were involved with the International Symphony Orchestra and the Community Foundation, effectively call the Strings Program. The last string program in this area was 40 years ago. This new effort, initially guided by Edna Wade and financially supported by a 3-year grant provided by the Community Foundation and the Charles and Margaret Anderson Foundation, was organized by David Schaefer, Teresa Balboa, and many others, and began in July of the year 2000. The many children and young people who most benefited from this project spend time with the project's leader and teacher, Dr. Rebecca Brown. It's become a smashing success in just a few months, and now is growing so fast it's urgent that it receive funding to allow expansion of its teaching program. The community response has been overwhelming. Teachers, students, parents, school administrators enthusiastically endorse it and urge its expansion. There are 6-week exploratory violin classes in elementary schools at no cost to the school district. It offers summer workshops while providing instruments at no charge to the students. Many then continue with tuition-based individual or small group instruction, and presently there is violin, viola, cello instruction in 4 string ensembles, as well as musicianship, theory, and preschool classes. Music is a science. It's exact, specific, and it demands exact acoustics. Music is mathematical. It's rhythmically based on the subdivisions of time into fractions, which must be done instantaneously, not working on paper. Music is a foreign language. Most of the terms are in Italian, or German, or French. The notation is certainly not English, but a highly developed kind of shorthand that uses symbols to represent ideas. Music is history. Music usually reflects the environment and times of its creation. Music is physical education. It requires fantastic coordination of fingers, hands, arms, lips, cheek, facial muscles, in addition to extraordinary control of the diaphragmatic back, stomach, and chest muscles. Music develops insight and demands research. Music is art. It allows a human being to take all these dry, technically boring, but difficult techniques and use them to create emotion.
After just 6 weeks, Rebecca Brown's young musicians are ready to show their parents what they've learned. For most, it's the first time they've been on stage in front of their parents and families. They will play scales and progressions they've been working on. Too early in their training to play more, they nevertheless thrill their audience with their newfound abilities.
I am on the International Symphony Board, and also I'm now currently chairperson of the Strings Committee that we have, and there's about 10 of us around the county that do belong to that committee. And we are kind of Rebecca's right-hand people, and we assist her in all the ways that we can. And the program has really taken off. It's just expanded tremendously. And we're finding that the Community Foundation, it was really wonderful that we were able to have this grant, and now we're going to have to go after more grants.
For other programs, similar programs?
Well, since the program is expanding, we want to expand it into the summertime, and we want to have it around the county. So we're planning this summer. We wrote a grant to the Michigan Council of the Arts, and hopefully we'll get funded, and we'll be able to have a program here in Port Huron and also in East China in St. Clair.
Hope Telfer may never play for the International Symphony, but then again, she may. And if she doesn't, others from this program certainly will. But every child is enriched by the experience, an experience made possible by contributions to the Community Foundation of St. Clair County and the responsible and caring use of those funds for all of us. How important is the Community Foundation of St. Clair County in our lives? It's like asking, how important is music in our lives? It's difficult to measure, but we know the value is great and will continue to be great. As long as there are caring contributors and volunteers, there will be many more stories just like Hope Telfer's. The next one could very easily be yours.